Hello my lovely crafters, this is Crafty Sue 519. Welcome to my channel. And today is hack day. But I'm going to do something a little different. It's not going to be a 2-minute hack like I've done the last couple of weeks. I showed you last week some of the napkins that I sealed in between a glassine bag that you get out of your cereal box. And many of you asked me to do a tutorial on that. So I'm going to do that today. But first I want to show you my little bags that I ended up making with the pieces that I showed you last week. So here's my first one. This was the piece of napkin, and I got it in a glassine bag. I turned it into a little envelope. That's a little Velcro dot closure. I had this trim that I thought went really cute with it. And I was going to sew this on, but decided I didn't want that thread going through it, so I just used my Fabri-Tac glue, and it worked perfectly. And it makes a great little envelope that you can put things in. An ATC would fit in here perfectly. Be a little bit big, even an MDEX would fit in here. And that'd be a nice different way to send one to someone. So that's the first one I finished. And then I did my butterfly one. And this is a little tribute to my little hippie past with the blue fringe and the butterflies. And again, just a little tiny Velcro dot to keep it closed. It's the same size. These are the same size. These are very small napkins. So just to decorate the front a little bit. Oh, and look, I took my sewing machine out of the box and I sewed up the sides. Look at, I even did a zigzag stitch. It's probably all I can do right now, but I did it. I finally got it out of the box. And then this one is larger, was a larger napkin. And I folded it up. This one's a little crinkly. I kind of like it. And I had this burlap ribbon in my stash, and I thought that would look pretty on that. And then I took an off-white button, and then I put another little brown button inside of it, and I connected them by putting the twine through them both and just tying a little knot. And it made a cute little center. I put a little bit bigger Velcro on here. And look at all the room you have. Grumpy says, it's a wallet. But I just put a mini slimline card in here. Fits perfectly. But look at all the stuff you could put in here and send to someone. So just an idea of what you can do with these little things. And you can use it however you want. Make pockets for your journals. Even use it on a card. I mean, there's no telling. There's no rules. No rules in crafting, remember. So those are the 3 that I got finished. So now I'm going to show you how to do it. So I'm going to use the other part of that butterfly napkin that I used before. And I'm also going to see if I have room to put this piece of tissue paper. Because someone asked, can you use tissue paper? I don't know. So let's experiment. This is a glassine bag. This is what comes inside of your cereal boxes. And other boxes too, but mainly cereal boxes. And they come folded, they have a seam, but you just pull it apart. It comes apart very, very easily. Wipe all the cereal crumbs out. You don't want cereal crumbs in your project. And then there is one side that is a little shinier than the other side. And boy, it's hard to see sometimes. And to me, it looks like this is the shinier side. So I'm in my craft room, so I don't want to wreck my glass mat. So I have a priority mailbox on top of it. Then a poster board. Now this piece of cardboard that I'm going to work on to protect my mat. And then all you do is open up the bag, place your napkin in it. Oops, wait, I forgot a very important part. Parchment paper. You want 2 pieces of parchment paper because you don't want things to burn, and parchment paper doesn't burn. So put that underneath your project. Any parchment paper, doesn't matter. So put in my napkin. And here's a little piece of tissue paper. That's my little experiment. Make sure I have enough room. And I got plenty. And I have the folded part up here, so I can just place it over. I like to make it as smooth as possible. Okay, now your iron. You need your iron set to the hottest setting. No water in it. No water. You want a dry, hot iron. Then you're going to take another piece of parchment paper and put it over everything. Put it over your work. And then take your iron and iron like this. And make sure you get the edges, especially the corners. It doesn't take very long, just a few seconds. And I will take this off and check to see if it's sealed. And I guess it is. Now, if you pull really hard, you can pull it apart, but... And these pieces of parchment paper definitely can be used again. Looks good. Looks good. And it's sealed. And it looks like the tissue may have worked. I'm going to take this off. Take my scissors. I'm not going to do a fancy cut this time. I'm just going to cut down. Leave about a 1/8 to a 1/4 inch edge on here because you want it to stay sealed. It might not be perfectly even, but what is perfect in this life? There we go. Now I've got my piece. And I can make another little envelope if I want. Whatever I want to do. There you go. Decorate it how you please. Now let's see how this tissue paper worked out. I think it worked out just fine. Cut the edges again. And of course this is a tiny piece, so I probably won't make anything with it. But yep, it's sealed in there. So tissue paper works. So if you don't have a napkin and you have some nice tissue paper, that'll work too. And that's all there is to it. It's simple, simple, simple. Save your bags. Save your cereal bags. Got a napkin you'd like to make something with? There you go. There you go. Tissue paper, napkin. And my little projects that I made. Fun, fun, fun. Hope you liked this. I hope this this is easy to understand, and you can go ahead and make your own glassy napkins. All right, everyone. I will talk to you soon. Love yous. Bye.